Rasulullaah s.a.w. invites Hadhrat Husayn r.a to Islam, who was the father of Hadhrat Imraan bin Husayn radiallahu. The Quraysh highly respected Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu. One day some members of the Quraysh approached Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu and said to him, "Go to this person," that is Rasulullah s.a.w, "and speak to him on our behalf, because he insults our gods." Consequently, these members of the Quraysh proceeded with Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu until they reached the door of Rasulullah s.a.w.'s house. When Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu sat near the door, Rasulullah s.a.w. said to the many people who had already gathered there, "Make way for the respected elder." Amongst those present was the son of Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu whose name was Imraan radiallahu. Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu said, "What is happening here? The news has reached me that you insult our gods, whereas your father was a devout and excellent man." Rasulullah s.a.w. replied, "O Husayn, my father and your father are both in Jahannam. O Husayn, tell me how many gods you worship." Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu replied, "I have 7 gods on earth and 1 in the sky." Rasulullah s.a.w. further asked him, "Which God do you call for when you are in difficulty?" Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu replied, "I then call the one in the sky." Rasulullah s.a.w. said, "Who do you call when your wealth gets destroyed?" He replied, "The one in the sky." Rasulullah s.a.w. said, "It is strange that only this one God comes to your assistance, yet you associate the others as partners to him. Do you have permission from the gods in the sky to associate the others as his partners? Or are you afraid of these other gods, thinking that they will harm you if you do not associate them as partners?" Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu replied, "Neither of these 2 statements is correct." Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu says, "It then occurred to me that I had never spoken to such a great personality before this." Rasulullah s.a.w. said further, "O Husayn, become a Muslim, and you will live. O Husayn, become a Muslim, and you will live in peace." Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu responded by saying, "What about my people and my family? That is, what would they say if I accept Islam? What am I to do now?" Rasulullah s.a.w. advised him to recite the following dua, the mafhum: "O Allah, I seek your guidance towards that which is more correct, and increase me in knowledge that will benefit me." Hadhrat Husayn recited this dua and was a Muslim before he stood up from the gathering. At that instant, his son, Hadhrat Imraan radiallahu immediately stood up and began kissing the head, hands and feet of his father. Rasulullah s.a.w. began weeping and when he saw this and said, "I am weeping because I was touched by what Imraan has done." He did not stand for his father nor pay any attention to him when he entered as a kafir. However, he fulfilled the right of his father once his father entered the fold of Islam. When Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu stood up to leave, Rasulullah s.a.w. said to the others, "Stand up and take him home." As soon as Hadhrat Husayn radiallahu emerged from the doorway, the people of the Quraysh who had been waiting there for him saw him and said, "He has forsaken his religion." They then left him and dispersed.